Hello, hello, hello. It's so ugh. Okay, so this is the guy I'm working on, or I'm going to work on. Hopefully I don't have to be too close, which I do. I have to have this way too high. I won't be able to work on it right there. I gotta adjust my focus here. Hold on. That's not gonna work for me. Let's see, what would be an ideal location? Let's say right about here. Let's see if I can get that to focus on that spot. Well, it can focus here. It's really not the greatest. I think what I need to do is bring the camera down. Hopefully not smack my head on it when I do this. Okay, let's try that. So this is kind of where I'll have to be to try to paint this guy. Keep it focused. So, got quite a bit of things, quite a bit of minis to paint. You know, I've got Frosthaven stuff and D&D stuff. This is a D&D stuff. This is my Rakshasa monk. My guy is a shapeshifter, and so he can be anything he wants. So I'm going to be trying to give him the lion-y look that a Rakshasa is. Like Rakshasa could be white too. That'd be kind of interesting. Have him be kind of a white tiger Rakshasa, because that's what they are. They're lions or tigers and bears. His face is, well, to be honest, I think he's more lion than tiger. I don't know. What's a Rakshasa? Is it a tiger or lion? I don't know. He's got the right, his hands face the correct direction, apparently. I had a Rakshasa once and I thought, oh, they misprinted it. The thumb is on the wrong side. And I asked somebody, I go, this guy's got the thumb on the wrong side. And they go, yeah, that's not the wrong side. That's the right side for a Rakshasa. Their thumb is on the wrong side of their hands. I was like, oh. It's the right side of the hands for them, right? Yeah, I'm going to go with classic lion. Classic lion look. So I'm going to put a coat of some darker pigment down. Now, I believe lions have kind of a yellowish fur, gold. But I'm going to put down a kind of a tan, beige color first. And then I will put down some yellow over the top of it. Kind of. I'm going to put this on pretty thin because I don't want it to screw up my what do you call it? My priming? Because I did what do you call it? A zenithal prime. Tried anyway. As close as I could do. It still speckled a little bit. And by speckled, I mean there's try to make it spray smooth, but then you look at it and you're like, huh, there's still speckles on there. It's not rough. Just I think the white primer I have, or the beige primer, or whatever it is I use. I don't really have a white primer. It's kind of just it's not very smooth spraying, I guess. And it's hard because you don't want to overspray. Because I use a spray primer. You don't want to overspray, but at the same time, you don't want to, not cover everything. So I think that's my problem. I'm not sure sometimes if I'm getting too much primer on there. So, I don't know if you were one of those that stopped by and said hi when I was gaming this weekend. I was playing Diablo 4. Let me know what you thought of Diablo 4. I liked it. There were things I probably wish they wouldn't have done, but like take away all your slots for doing stuff. Some of the gamers out there think they're all like all that. That's normal, man. You gotta think. It's an adult game. You don't need to have all those options. Just plan and make your strategy. It's like, okay. Who asked you? And it's like, yeah, adults can handle more than four options, or six. I guess it's technically six. But I was like, I want my options back. I liked it when I could pick 9 options. Look, we have like 20 different things you can do. I mean, they do have passives, which I guess are good. So in other words, things that are functional, whether you have them selected or not, they're just doing. They might have an active skill, like there's their passives, but then you can do an active action where you activate it. But you don't have to. Sorry, I got it. You don't have to do it that way, right? So. Because like I was playing a druid all weekend. And it was fun, but druids have so much going on for them. This guy's got like stuff hanging off his fingers. Not stuff that's supposed to be there, I think. I'll probably do this for an hour or so before I go upstairs, but I will definitely keep trying to stay focused on the conversations going on. I know I do get, when I'm doing like the detail work or detail parts of this stuff, I do tend to get a little absorbed for a moment, but I'll try not to do that too much. But anyway, so yeah, I was playing, I got to 23 of the possible 25 levels in 3 days. For me, that's pretty good. I'm not usually I'm not one of those, speed runners. I just go through, enjoy the game, kind of hi ho, off I go. And I do play with some friends sometimes. Kind of lost one of them. I wasn't being a very good party member this last time. I got to figure out how to get connected to people I'm playing with, though, so that I can talk to them. Discord, something, anything, man. Some way to chit chat. I gotta fix that finger. He's got like I don't know. I guess stent, the printer gunk coming off his finger. That's not going to work for me. I gotta do this carefully too, because I don't want to break his finger. That's better. He doesn't have a lot of flaws. This guy, they did a pretty good job with him when they cleaned him up. They used I like the resin they used. It's more plasticky than the usual stuff. Meaning it's more flexible, which also means that he's less likely to break when he falls. Which he inevitably will. See, you can actually kind of flex. That's not normal for resin printers. They usually don't do that. I worked on my back today, so my back is kind of sore. Yeah. Apologies about that. I get you motion sick while I'm doing this. Yeah. Oops. Might be a bit much. Somebody's doing some noisy stuff upstairs. My wife must be vacuuming or something. It's not like a vacuum, like the couch vacuum. Moving dog hair, I guess. Yep, I'm off screen, sorry. But I'll tell you, Diablo got me in the mood for gaming again. I was about to play some Grim Dawn, actually, instead of painting. And I'm like, no, I gotta paint. I want to make some more progress on Grim Dawn. I'm really looking forward to getting my new video card, which I keep losing. On eBay. I'm probably being too cheap, but I'm trying not to go above $450 for the 3080. and everybody else has not got that same limitation. 460 with shipping is what I'm doing. So it's like, if it's free shipping, I'll go 456 or something, you know, just something close to 460. But so far so bad. I've got a big groupie snipe going thing, and so far I've lost about 10 auctions. There's a lot of cards on there. I'm losing. Kicking, bruising. But I've seen people have managed in the past to get them pretty cheap, so I'm not in a mega rush. Don't have a lot of games that I'm just dying to play that have to have a better video card, but just trying to see what I can get lucky, you know. Gonna have to, obviously, I'm gonna put a little bit more golden tan in this guy's fur. But right now, we're just getting the basic base coat here. I keep bumping the camera. My big head. Trying to keep this camera low enough to keep close enough. Easier said than done. I want to get me I would like to get a DSLR someday. Well, I have one, but the one I have is just doesn't quite cut the mustard. It's a little too, it's just not meant for web streaming. Just a little past its, it was just a little too past its prime, you know. Web stuff was just not what it was designed for yet. I was like 1 or 2 versions off before they were able to update, or chose to update the camera to work with it. They said, nope, we're not doing yours. I'm like, but it's only 1 version. Nope, not doing it. Well, 1 version. Nope. Yeah, but so they do the update. Yeah, and maybe they tried, because I was able to get a hack that let my camera work stay running long enough to stream, but it just doesn't get a good picture. It's constantly freezing and stuff, so I have to call it. I said, all right, enough of that. We just stick with video cameras for now, or webcams, until I can get another DSLR one of these days. So I'm trying to get up underneath this fur here at the bottom. Too many things in the way, I keep bumping them. Alrighty, well, so I'm getting some of his lion skin coverage. Then we'll start to work on his cloak and his boots, but he's coming along. Let's get some like greeny stuff. Khaki? No. How about Viper green? Maybe. I'm thinking about putting some grass on this bottom part of his base. And then, or maybe even patchy grass. But that means the ground has to be more like a dirt, like a brown. Black and brown. Dark flesh. Bright green. German camo bright green. Burnt umber? Yeah, how about burnt umber? I don't know what burnt umber is. Isn't that like a reddish brown? To be honest, I don't know what umber is. I think umber's kind of a blackish brown. Hey, TDL. White? Mostly white? This is my Rakshasa I'm working on. He's my Rakshasa monk for my D&D campaign. When he's in his special, when he's just sitting back relaxing, he turns into his meditative Rakshasa monk. He probably won't fight much as a Rakshasa monk, but that's his relax go-to. See, I'm trying to create my monk to be while adventuring. You go adventuring and kill dragons. If there's any left. Probably already killed them all. Just have to go fight some evil wizard or something. You either get paid or die, right? It's like you come out ahead either way. I mean, either way, you don't have to deal with your debts anymore, right? You get paid and you pay them off. Don't you die? you don't have to worry about them. gonna have to do, because I don't have any more shaking my shaker my bub. Shaking my arm. So what are you doing, man? Watching TV? Playing video games? I'll be going upstairs pretty soon to do some TV watching myself. I know that. Don't know what I'm going to be watching. Last night my wife and I were watching Chicago Fire. I think we watched Chicago Med too. I don't know if we watched that one last night or the night before. I don't know. We watched those two. We don't watch PD. It's too violent for my wife. She doesn't like the violence of PD, I guess. I don't know. It's not that bad. But I have a much higher tolerance for it. I still haven't seen John Wick. I gotta go see John Wick. Gotta find someone to go see it with. Because if I don't find someone to go with it, I'll end up having to watch it at home. I have A-list. I'm an A-list movie watcher in that I'll go see anything. So I love, I'm just ready to go anytime. Just let me know, man. I'll meet you there because I'll go see any movie. But I don't have enough friends that want to go see movies. It's like, you want to go see this? No, I don't want to go see that. It's like, come on, man. I have one other friend who's an A-list member, and he likes to go see a lot of movies too, but he always sees them like right away. And if I don't call him on the night that the movie comes out, it's like, oh yeah, I saw that last night with my brother. It's like, oh, whatever. He's in my A-list entourage. Doesn't do me any good if he's not, don't ever we never find a time to go meet. We'll see him, like, whenever we game and stuff, we get together, but movie nights, a little bit more difficult to arrange, apparently. I have to make that a little darker because I don't really want gray or white or whatever shining through this. It's not really, it's not really the way of mud. Soil, let me call it, not mud, soil. Soil does not typically have a white patch underneath it. I didn't get to see it yet. It doesn't come out till this weekend officially. Last weekend it was the pre-release came out on Sunday, or sneak preview, not pre-release, and I wanted to go see it, but I couldn't arrange it, so we're gonna try to go see it this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. I need to start making calls, see if I can arrange set up a group movie. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to my A-list buddy and a couple other people who like D&D, because it's like it was a lot of friends. I had a lot of people I know who played D&D. So, like my sons and my couple friends. So yeah, we'll try to see if we can get that going with any luck. D&D, not any particular D&D. I don't think it's not based. I didn't even realize that my head is being chopped off by this camera. Not any particular D&D adventure that I'm aware of, but it's just D&D in general. So it's like if you know D&D, you're gonna like recognize a lot of the characters, or the types of characters. You're gonna recognize the monsters and a lot of that kind of thing. And the whole premise is, it's all based on D&D. It's like the main guy, Chris Pine. He looks like he's a bard, and of course, one girl's a fighter, one guy's a wizard, and one guy's I forgot who the other ones were. But yeah, it's gonna looks very interesting. Very, very interesting. And they have owlbears and like griffins and all kinds of monsters that you would know from D&D. So it's not really like, if you don't know D&D at all, it's kind of like when you go see like Marvel movies. If you don't know anything about Marvel, nothing about the comics, you're not going to get a lot of the little references and little things that are going on in there, because it just doesn't, you don't know anything. If it's a good movie, you might get into it. You might enjoy it if it's done well, which is the idea with D&D. But if you don't know anything about D&D, you aren't gonna know those monsters from any other monsters that you see on any given day. I play a monk. I don't know if anybody in the show is a monk. I don't know if they have a monk. I don't remember who all the characters were. I know that there's the fighter, there's the wizard or sorcerer, a thief, and the bard. But I don't know that any of them are playing a monk. Now this is my character here. I mean, I've played a wizard, and I've played in other games. I played what do you call it, a ranger before too. I don't know. I think one of them might be a ranger. But yeah, I don't know that any of them are a monk. My wet palette is probably pretty dry right now. It is quite dry. I can see the white of my palette, which means it's not like, oops, don't want to pour that water in there. Ooh, man, I soaked that up big time. Didn't even make it all the way down to the end. If I don't keep this wet or get this wet, it won't keep my paints wet. Man, that soaked that up big time. I'm not even getting it to the other end of the palette yet. Ah, no! Whoops. Shoot. I let my ink, I let my black ink run into the palette. Oh no. That's not good. When that happens, that's not good. Just because it kind of wrecks it can wreck the palette itself, the sponge, and then I have to replace the sponge. That's a bummer. Ugh. It's not anywhere near black enough, but. Is what? Oh no, it's got a film on the top. It's like a paper that allows the moisture to just enough of it to go through to keep your paints wet, but not so much that it drowns your paints, so that dilutes them. And also it's thick enough that the pigments of the paint itself can't go through the palette. So, and then the sponge underneath is just holding the water, and it's supposed to stay pretty wet for a while, and it does. It does really good for for a number of days, but even so, it does dry out over time. I have to get it wet again. But yeah, that's the two layers. It's just the membrane that goes on top, and then it's probably a lot like parchment paper, not quite, but really close.
Say I'm strong.
But anyway, we get the paint actually on the sponge. The sponge, I don't know, it can get in there. And the problem is if you get paint in there too much and it's wet all the time, it mixes with the pigment or whatever, and it can actually mold, which stinks. And then you're like, ugh. I mean, not like terrible. Plus, black. When you spill black on it, it always looks like mold, just because it's black. So it's like, is that moldy? No, I think it's just black paint, but I can't tell. I gotta replace my sponge. Dang it. Yeah, but I gotta start making arrangements. I got a lot going on this weekend. This weekend's gonna be a busy weekend. Gotta do my wife's birthday celebration, and I gotta do, well, of course, couldn't go play D&D, and then game night is this weekend, board game night. Probably go down to Zulu's again, do some gaming down there. So yeah, lots and lots going on this weekend. I got so Friday is maybe when the day I have to go see D&D, and then Saturday's game night, and Sunday is the birthday celebration. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot going on. Alright, well, got the base a little bit done. Just enough probably to say I made progress. Well, he's got color on him now. At least he's not nothing, not just white and black or just gray like he was the other day. Starting to take shape and form. So that's something. What time is it? Yeah, it's probably about me to call it. Nighttime. Go relax. Maybe coming downstairs again later. I don't know. But lately, my wife's home doing some recovery from surgery, and so she's home. So she goes to bed later because she doesn't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning now while she's recovering. And so we watch TV later than we normally do. So instead of watching it at 5 to 7 or 8, we're watching it at 7 or 8 till I go to bed. So I've been watching my video card auctions get knocked off one by one. I think I've lost like 15 of them now. So I've come close. A couple of them I was only a few dollars off, like wow, $5, $10, $15 off. But I'm just bidding a little too low, and I'm like, no, I'm resisting. I'm going to wait. One of these is going to fall into my lap, and I'm going to get it at the price I want. Either that or I'm going to keep inching up on my bid until one of these times I hit it. But I'm not in a hurry. Don't have a lot. I'm looking forward to getting it working, though, so that I can get it, so I can play some of these other games of mine. I want to play some Witcher. I have Witcher, but it plays kind of poorly with my current video setup. I certainly can't play Witcher 3. That doesn't even come close. Diablo 4 was kind of eh. So yeah, there's just looking forward to being able to, even my Grim Dawn, which I play, and Tyranny, which not Tyranny. I kind of gave up on Tyranny, to be honest. I hit a point where it was like I'm locked. I don't know how to get past this spot at all. It's like the odds are, I don't know how to beat these guys. And I was reading that you have to build, you have to pick certain guys and then do this and do that. And I'm like, I'm not starting over just to get these guys the way that the game says you have to do it in order to get past this group. Screw that. I've already played for several hours. I'm not gonna restart the game just because there's an optimal way to get through it. Any game that requires you to play with certain guys at certain times with certain builds in order to beat it is dumb. I'm not going to do it. That's it's going to lose me real fast if I find out it's doing that. So, because for me, what's the fun in that? Restarting over and over till you figure out the perfect build? No, that's not fun. I want to build the guys I want. I want to be able to do cool things with the spells and abilities I want. Why even give you those other abilities and spells if you're not allowed to use them because the game won't let you win? Screw that nonsense. But anyway, so I kind of gave up on Tyranny. I have Grim Dawn and I have so many other games to play. I might even play some PoE, but I haven't in a while. I had it on my computer and I did like it, but I just was playing Grim Dawn and I do like Grim Dawn. I'm hoping to finish it one of these days. Yeah, Path of Exile. Come on, everybody knows Path of Exile, right? Isn't that like a well-known RPG? But anyhow, so I got 40 minutes of painting in. Yesterday I got 10 minutes in. uh, so before long, I'll have half of a figure painted, and then I keep switching figures from painting my Frosthaven to painting my monks, and so I have a lot of minis right now that are in like various states of done. Some that are like 95% done, some that are 80% done, some that are primed, and all kinds of places in the middle. Anyhow, all right, so I'm gonna hit it. Take it easy, TDL. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow for my workout. Probably the same old, same old. Probably just be on. I think I'll probably just be at the gym. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I swim, I probably won't stream. If I should be doing cardio tomorrow, but I don't know. And then I can't do chest because my shoulder keeps getting wrecked. So I have to do exercises that don't hurt my shoulder, which are mainly back, legs, core, that kind of thing. And I did legs yesterday, and I did back today. So I either do core or something else today. I know, this is for the other shoulder. I feel silly going into the doctor going, "Hey doc, how's it going? Yeah, my left shoulder's great. Now it's my right shoulder." And he'd be like, "Okay. You know, you're not supposed to do it on the left, on the right, if you did it on the left. When we tell you to stop, you're supposed to stop on both arms." Now, I don't know what happened. I I really think this one is, I mean, it's different. The pain's in a different location and it feels different. And it doesn't feel, I don't know, it feels like I just need to stop messing with it, let it rest and recover. And I'm just having trouble doing that. So I'm trying to do other things and be good and leave it alone for a while. It is getting better. It is definitely better than it was, and it hasn't gotten as inflamed. So I did do 200 push-ups on Sunday for my minch that I did. So that probably put a little stress on it. 200 push-ups and 100 pull-ups. So that probably did a little bit, but pull-ups don't seem to hurt it, which is good. So I don't know. It's mostly about going back too far. That's when it really kind of stresses it. So like when I did the push-ups, I was very conscientious of keeping my elbows straight with my back. So anyway. Okay. TDL, you have a good one, man. And anybody else who checks us out in post, thanks for stopping by.